Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Alicia and today we're finally going to be getting back into budgeting and back into the swing of things. I am going to be setting up my quarter 4 budget with you guys just so we are prepared with the numbers. And I have my sheets here. These are from my Etsy shop. These are the 2023 budgets for design 2. And let me go ahead and flip right through the page. The planner that I'm using is my Erin Condren monthly planner. This is the planner that I've been using all year so far. As you guys might know, I kind of fell off of budgeting for the month of July, August, and September. I did try to film videos for July and it just never happened. I didn't even end up finishing the budget view for the monthly budget either. And then August and September I didn't budget either. I did post a video with the new releases along with a life update earlier this week, and I wanted to thank you guys so much for all of your encouraging comments. In general, I just want to thank you guys as always for all of the support that you guys give me. It really does make this area such a safe space for me. Let's go ahead and get right into setting up the spreads. Let me actually go over first real quick. I have all of my spreads in the back. Just as like a refresher, I have my emergency funds, which is for 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, and 1 year. I have a video setting up all of these spreads with you guys, and I do plan on setting up 2024 with you guys as well. I don't know when those videos will be coming out, but I do plan on doing that later in the year. After that, we have our first quarter budget. We are cashless budgeters. We don't really use cash unless it's absolutely needed, like the place doesn't take credit cards or something, or there's like a penalty or whatever it may be. We always use our credit cards for everything, and we are also zero-based budgeters, so I really do like separating it out. I did try doing it as an annual overview one of the years, but I found that it was rather discouraging for me since some months numbers fluctuate or things change, and I felt myself not being able to catch up with whatever budget I set for myself. For this year, I decided to do it quarterly, and I've actually been really enjoying it. So this is the first quarter results, the second quarter results, third quarter results. As you guys know, July, August, September, I have no results because I didn't log anything at all. It's going to be blank, unfortunately, but at least it's a new quarter, so we're going to be setting up the fourth quarter together. I also do have my bills overviews in the back for the last 4 years, 2020, 2021, 2022, and 2023. I do have my debt overview as well, but in my debt video, I'll go over that a little bit more with you guys. I have a results since I do budget monthly with you guys as well, just to be very intimate with our budget, because that's how I find us being able to know where every dollar goes, and we try to stay on top of our budget. But of course, third quarter, July, August, September, there's no numbers here, but it's okay. Things happen. So let's go ahead and let me go through the sheets with you guys. I have the sinking funds and the 2023 budget. I have it where it's an option where you can definitely not use any of the scripts and use it for the whole year. There's also January to June, July to December if you wanted to just do it biannually, but for me, I am doing it quarterly. And then same for the sinking funds as well. I am doing it quarterly. And we're going to be going over numbers together because our numbers are a mess, and I'm going to be calculating numbers again with you guys for this video. So when I do the October budget, all of our numbers are already ready to go, and we know what we're budgeting for. I'm going to lay down this thick washi. I felt like this washi was perfect for the fourth quarter, since out of all the 4 designs for 2023, this one kind of was the most neutral for winter time, fall time. Now, let's see. I have the 2023 budget separate, but I think for 2024, I am going to have them together. I don't know. Maybe I'll keep it separate just in case you guys don't use it for this year. You guys can always just not put it there. Okay, that looks really, really cute. Okay, I'm realizing I should have moved this over a little bit. like I have in the past, because I do put the script on the side. It's fine, it's okay. So this is going to be for October, November, and December. So that is the quarter that we're budgeting for. I'll put this on the side. Now, this layout, this format is the same as every single month when I do budget with you guys. And it's the only difference is that when I'm doing it here, it's for the quarter. Since we are zero-based budgeters, I like to have all the numbers ready for us. So every month is basically the same for that quarter, and I don't have to like think about it. But every month I do specifically budget with you guys as well. I guess I could also try just doing it quarterly, but I feel like that would be way too much, because if I make a mistake, it's probably going to be really hard for me to track down. Okay, I'm realizing that I put this all up. I'm going to move this up real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, so I moved that all up real quick. I haven't laid down stickers in so long. I'm already making mistakes. Okay, so for our income for each month, normally for this whole entire year so far, I've always budgeted for $5,200 per month as our budget. So 5,200 times 3 for each quarter is 15,600. But I'm thinking for this quarter, it's the holiday season, so I don't know if this is the best decision, but I'm really trying to see if we can focus more on paying down our student loans. So I think I'm going to have us do 5,000 per month. So we're going to put general for our general income. And also, I'm really bad at saying what pens I'm using, but this is the ever so popular Energel Klena, the Pentel pen. This is in a 0.04. I'll also have this linked below too. But okay, so we're gonna do 5,000 per month as our budget for our income for October, November, and December. So 5,000 times 3 is going to be $15,000 as our budget for this quarter. And then we have our variable income. I usually never really have anything in here. I can see it as if we have like tax season or something and taxes come in. That one time where we sold our one car, that was variable income that came in. I try my best not to incorporate variable income, because whenever that comes in, I automatically move it with you guys in the budget videos. But I do like to have a placeholder here just in case I ever do want to incorporate that in here, because let's say there's like a lot of medical bills or something happens and we need whatever variable income it is to be incorporated into the budget. I have this slot here to put that money in, but that is going to be the budget for this next quarter. So we're going to aim to just use $5,000 a month, and I am going to be setting up every month with you guys too for our budget along with our income amounts, so you guys will see how exactly I get those numbers. It's a lot for me to explain in this video, but we'll definitely be going over all the details in the upcoming videos when we set up our budgets. We have our thin washi. I'm going to split this. Next is going to be our first section for our variable expenses. If you guys know me, you guys know I love to split my bills from my other expenses, because bills to me, I can't change. Of course, I would love to have all lower amounts for bills, but since I know that these are non-negotiable, I kind of just have a section for bills so I know how much I need for all of the bills for the month. And then we have all of our kind of day-to-day spendings or sinking funds if we wanted to save or transfer money for debt, things like that. I have it at the top portion, so if something happens, I can pull money from these sections. So we're gonna have the same old like always. The first one is going to be for eating out. For our daily expenses, I'm not going to really change these too much. For eating out, I'm going to budget $300 per month. So that times 3 for October, November, and December is going to be $900 for eating out. Then we have groceries. For this one, I'm going to budget $400 per month. So that times 3 is going to be $1,200. per month for groceries. Then we have gas. I think for gas last month I budgeted slightly less, but since it is the holiday season and we might be traveling a little bit more, I'm going to budget $150 a month for gas. So that times 3 is going to be $450 for October, November, and December. Then we have our allowance. For our allowance, I am thinking of going back to budgeting $75 per month instead of $50, just because it is the holiday season. So that times 3 is going to be $225. And then for our pups and our baby, this is going to be, we're going to do as normally $75 per month as well. So that in total is going to be $225 as well for the last 3 months of the quarter or the year. Now I'm going to go ahead and do our total. I'm just gonna put this, I'm gonna try my best to line this up. The Erin Condren lines in the note pages is slightly thinner, so it's a little harder to kind of line them up together, but okay. Now let me write the total. So adding all of these numbers up together, what we'll need for our daily expenses. If I had cash, these would be our cash envelopes, but I have electronic cash envelopes. I've actually still been looking for apps because I know the app that I normally use, for whatever reason, it's not available in the US. It's still not available. I keep checking, but I found another app that's kind of similar, so I'm going to show you guys whenever it is that we do our weekly check-in. But these are our electronic cash envelopes is the best way to describe them. These are our daily expenses, what we use day in and day out. These are the most common categories that we always touch, and these are the ones that I want to keep track of in my monthly view. In total, adding all of this up together for the next 3 months, it's going to be $3,000. Now moving on to our next section, which is going to be fixed. I normally don't really have much in here. I used to have like a couple of different saving accounts. We're going to probably eventually start a 529 for our babies, and then I'll probably incorporate that in here as well. But for right now, to make things a little bit easier, since we're just getting back into budgeting, I'm thinking of just leaving sinking funds in here. Do I want to save a little bit a month, or do I want to focus everything on paying down student loans? I think I'm gonna still save a little bit a month. I think I'll probably just do like $100 a month. So let's just do that. Okay, so let's first write down sinking funds. And then we'll do Ally, since that's where our long-term savings account is. Let me hold off on filling these in, because let's actually talk about our bills first, because I would like to know how much our bills are for this next quarter. And then I also still have to balance out our checking accounts with you guys, so I will have the pre-balancing video with you guys for October, just to pre-balance our checking accounts, saving accounts, because it's all a mess right now because I haven't been budgeting. I've kind of been just like eyeballing numbers and guessing numbers, and it's I'm pretty sure there's a lot of damage done. I'm pretty sure we overspent for a lot of categories, but we'll talk about that then when we're organizing our checking accounts. Now let's talk about our bills down here. So let me actually lay down, let's do our variable first. Actually, let's just go down the line. Okay, let me lay down our fixed ones too, because I think there's going to be a lot of changes this last quarter. So let me actually just lay down both of these. Normally for previous months, mortgage was always a fixed amount all the other quarters of the year, but I'm thinking that they are going to change the amount that we owe because they got sold to Chase. And last year in October, for 2022, our mortgage also changed as well. We first got our mortgage October 2021. It used to be $21,35.38, and then it changed in October to $2,222. And then since it got sold to Chase, where our first mortgage payment to them is going to be October something. So I'm assuming that that number is going to change as well. So I'm actually going to put the mortgage number on the variable side. I'm still going to estimate it at $2,222 because I'm hoping that it'll be less than that, but I'm not entirely sure how it works. So let me just put mortgage. And then the estimate is going to be $2,222, as it's always been this year so far. And that times 3 for October, November, and December is going to be $6,666 as the estimate. Let's see how it goes. I'm hoping it's not going to be more than our normal amount that we've had. Who knows, honestly. Let's do, I know for other fixed amount, our internet, this has never changed. So it's still going to continuously be $89.99 a month. So that times 3 is going to be $269.99 and 97 cents. Excuse me, that's wrong. So our internet is still fixed. I know Netflix, or at least Netflix, should not change, but it should still be $10.50 or 59 cents a month. So that times 3 for the last quarter is going to be $31.77. Spotify is actually the same price, and that is $10.59 as well per month. So that is also $31.77 for the remaining quarter. Then we have our HOA. Knock on wood, this has not changed yet. I could have just completely jinxed myself, but this has still been $80.66. So that times 3 for the last 3 months is going to be $241.89. And last but not least, we have HBO Max. This one, the amount is $16.95. I still do not think that we use this, but my husband really likes this for all the new movies that come out, even though we really don't watch them like that. So maybe next quarter I'll be able to get rid of this, but for right now it's $16.95 per a month. So that times 3 is $50.85 for the remaining quarter. And I'm going to write which one comes out of credit cards, because for right now, I like to just have this back here. When I do the weekly check-ins, I definitely go and explain this more, because we are cashless budgeters. We use our credit card for everything. It's important for me to know which one is auto paid from our checking account and which one is auto paid from our credit card, because it differentiates on how I do the budgeting and how I calculate everything. But let's actually move on to the other bills that we have. So variable for utilities, gas, this is always a variable expense since it changes every single month. But let's talk about how much that might be. So for utilities, gas, October, November, December. For previous years, December got pretty expensive. December went to $85. October was $42. The previous year before that, it looked pretty good too. The previous year before that was pretty low. It was in the 20s, and then the highest it went to was $54. But because of that $85, I think I'm going to budget a little bit more just in case. Just for the heck of it, I think I'm going to budget $100 per month, because I'd rather have extra money to save or put towards debt versus being short for our bills. So I'm gonna guess $100 per month, and so that times 3 is gonna be $300 for the quarter. For our utilities, electric, let's see what that is looking like. Electric for previous years, this varies a lot. November, it looks like it was only $5, and I think this was an adjustment made because we overpaid or something like that. That's why it was so low. But December was $64. October was almost $117. The previous year before that got really expensive. It got all the way up to almost $160. Let's do $150. I think $150 is an okay number, especially because if gas is less, it kind of balances out. So we're going to guess $150 per month for the next 3 months. So that is $450 for the next 3 months for electricity. I definitely much prefer sitting down and calculating all of these numbers now versus month by month, especially because sometimes if the month is rough, I'm not the most motivated. So this makes my life easier already knowing what the numbers are that we're budgeting for. So next we have mobile. For our mobile bill, it's usually the same. It doesn't really go over 180. It's usually like, I don't know what changes. Like sometimes it changes by the penny, sometimes it changes by a couple of dollars. I'm not really sure what differentiates that, but I'm going to just estimate as always 180 per month, and then 180 per a month times 3 for October, November, and December. That is $540 per month. Now, the fun stuff for student loans. This is like a huge question mark to me because I know that in the portals it shows me what the amount might be that I'm going to be owing and have to pay for, but I have kind of been drowned in Reddits for other people's experiences, and some people are saying that they got a bill and like the number is completely different from what shows in the portal and it's a lot more money. So I'm actually really nervous and anxious about this, but let's just see how it goes. I'm going to just go based off of what it says in the portal. So for my student loans, so I'm going to say student loans A, it's estimated to be around $175 per month. So 175 times 3, that's going to be $525 per month for my student loans. For Dustin's student loans, his is estimated to be around $125 per month. So that times 3 is going to be $375. We never signed up to do like the save program or anything. I just didn't really fully understand it, so I didn't want to sign up for it and then it automatically applies to our student loans and then it ends up being like some weird number that doesn't make sense. So I just didn't want to touch it until I understood more about it, and then when I do, I'll sign up for it eventually. I'm just waiting it out just to see how it goes. So far, I'm hearing a lot of people's experiences with save. It either works out very, very well for them, or it completely messed up their whole entire payment and it's saying that they owe hundreds of dollars per month. So I'm just gonna see how it goes and try to understand it a little bit more before I do anything with it. But the last thing that I want to put in here, because these are all of our bills, is gonna be a holder category. If you guys are familiar with the way that I budget, is because I like to have a whole number every month for how much we need for bills. All of the previous months for our budget, we would need $31.50 per month. So it's easy for me to just be like, okay, minimum is $31.50. We need $31.50 in order to pay all of our bills, because if it's like to a penny or something, it's just easy for me to forget. But that's really the main reason why. You definitely don't have to do this or any of the things that I'm doing. This is just what works for us and what helps me stay in tune with our budget. So I'm going to lay down this strip at the bottom. We'll calculate this in a second, actually. Let me just, for now, this is actually all the stickers I need from this sheet. But let me lay down this last closing little washi. Okay, I'm going to do the lines real quick and I'll be right back. Alrighty, so I have all of my lines down. Now let me add all of this up together real quick. And the calculator that I got this from Amazon because I use my phone to film the videos since I don't have a camera. So this has been really helpful for me, so I don't have to wait for Dustin to use his phone. Let me double check this real quick. I'll be right back. Yes, so that number is correct. The total for fixed bills that we'll need for the last 3 months of the year is $626.34. Now for the estimate number, let me add all of this up together real quick without the holder category to see what that looks like. So adding up the estimates, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, these 6 numbers for the last 3 months, October, November, and December, equals $8,856, plus for our fixed amount to get all of our bills calculated, that is $626.34. So this is the amount that we'll need for all of the bills 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 bills for the remaining quarter of the year for October, November, and December. So I'm trying to see how much we're going to need per a month. So we're going to take this number and divide it by 3. So per month we'll need $3,160.78. I think I'm going to round this up to 175. Yes, let's do 175. So this minus 3175 equals $14.22 that we need per month in our holder times 3. So we have for October, November, and December, we'll need $42.66 in here. That means every single month we will need $3,175 to pay for all of our bills on here, which is actually more than before. Before, I think it used to only be like, yeah, $31.50. So it is $25 more than what we're used to. Has it always been $31.50 this year? I think so, right? Yeah, every month we've always calculated for $31.50, but this month, or these last 3 quarters, I have to remember that we'll need $31.75 instead of $31.50 per month. So that's fine. So let's do estimate. We'll do $31.75 per month. That times 3 equals $9,525, which is the total of these two combined. So the total here is $8,898.66. This is still sad to see that all of these go to bills, but the one year I did this as a annual thing, I was so sad to see the total number be such a large amount that just goes to bills. But yeah, that's kind of why, another reason why I like doing it quarterly. It's just less intimidating for me. But okay, so now we know that for October, November, and December, now we have our budget set for the bills. We need $3,175 per month for our bills only, and then $3,000 for our eating out expenses. Now for Ally, I think I'm going to try to save $100 per month at least, so it's something. So $100 per month times 3 for October, November, and December is $300. Now to find out what do we have left for sinking funds. Our budget is $15,000. 15,000 minus 3,000 minus 995.25 equals 2,475, and then we have to minus the 300 we're going to put towards savings. So that means the total for sinking funds is going to be $2,175. How much is that divided by 3? That is divided by 3, that is $725 per month that we can put into sinking funds, which I think is a pretty good number. So the total for these two numbers combined for fixed like other expenses is $2,475. Now we should zero out because we're doing this on a zero-based budgeting. So this should equal to 0. So let's add it again, 3,000 for all of our electronic cash envelopes, plus the $24.75 for our sinking funds and for a little bit of savings, plus for all of our bills is going to be 9,525. Perfect. We're zeroed out, and that equals the full $15,000 that we'll need. So $5,000 per month for October, November, and December should cover all of our expenses. Now that this is finally set, this was definitely a very intensive fourth quarter since I had absolutely no idea what numbers we're doing. There's like a bunch of changes with our mortgage and student loans. So this was definitely different from normally. Now let's just set up our sinking funds real quick. But this one I'm just going to lay down and I'm going to explain real quick because I'm not actually going to fill this out until we do our results video for the quarter. So that won't be until the end of December. For this sheet, I have it for sinking funds, and it's also the option where you can just do it for the whole year, if you can do it for quarterly, or however you want to do it. I have all of the months separated, so if you want to put January/February, March/April, just put the months in here, or you can leave it as the traditional start plus minus. So it's extremely customizable for how you guys want to do your budgeting for the sinking funds along with for the budget. And then let me also show you guys real quick what a completed one looks like, just so you guys get an idea. Both of these are completed. I guess it doesn't matter which one well, I'm here. So let me just show you guys this one. So I have it where it's quarterly. So it's January, February, March. I have all of my sinking funds that I use every single month. And then I always put how much we used. So it's easy for me to kind of see how often we use them. Like you guys can see gifts and treating. We used it every single month. I think even this quarter, every single month we use this. So we definitely use this one a lot. While ones like Pups Miscellaneous, we like never use. So it's very convenient for me to see what the patterns are that we use them. Because I think for this next quarter, I'm going to get rid of the Pups Miscellaneous and replace it. Because even for home, we ended up using it once. So I hope that you guys get the idea of why I do like this. I love having overviews. I know it can definitely be very excessive because this is definitely very personal to how you like to budget and how you like to view things and customize things. But for me, I absolutely love it. I love being so detailed with our budget. It just makes me feel like I'm not a complete loss with our budget. Yes, so I'm very excited. I am definitely planning on continuing doing this for the year 2024 because I have been really enjoying all the insights and overviews of things. I keep forgetting what month this is. This is going to be for October, November, and December. And then let's just lay this down. But yeah, so that's also why this section is blank. So you can just pop in whatever it is that works. So we have that. We're going to, I think I'm just going to put the, how did I do the other ones? Let me see. I put both washes at the bottom. Okay, so let's just do that. Can never have too much washi. I love decorating the planner with stickers. Laying down stickers in general is just really relaxing. So we're going to do, I guess, both of the glitters at the bottom. Honestly, I don't really think it needs both glitters, but since I've been doing it, I might as well. I feel like I've been talking extremely slow. Hopefully now that I've said that, you guys don't notice it, but I feel like I've been catching my breath so much lately, and I've been having to take breaks in between words and sentences. But okay, so that looks really good. And then let me do the lines real quick before I put the scripts on, so I know that they're lined up as best as possible. Alrighty, so the lines are now down. This is what it's looking like. So I'm going to go ahead and put this for October. I don't know where my tweezers are. I haven't planned in so long. I don't know where anything is. I need to find it. That's so crooked. Okay, I found one of my tweezers. So let me just relay this down so it's a little less crooked. And then we have December here as well. Okay, it's still a little crooked, but it's okay. I'll live with it. This is the rest of the sheet that I'm going to be using. So we have October, November, and December here. So that matches the months, because before that was July, August, September, April, May, June, January, February, March. So we are looking good. And now we are fully prepared with all of our numbers for our zero-based budget starting with October. So that video I should be filming and hopefully getting up sometime in the next week. Honestly, I have no idea what the schedule is. I have zero schedule right now. I'm kind of just taking it day by day currently, as I kind of ease back into things. But that is actually going to be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching as always. I hope that you guys did enjoy this video. Let me know if there's anything that I should go over again. I can definitely do that, especially since I'm going to be filming a bunch more budget videos. But I am definitely going to be setting up the monthly portion of it, so hopefully after I do that, this will be a little bit more clear. I'm also going to have a video doing a pre-balance, setting up our checking account numbers and preparing for the month's budget, all the good stuff, all the fun stuff. There's plenty more videos I need to get up for you guys. But yeah, so again, thank you guys so much as always. I hope that you guys have an amazing day, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time. Bye.